Well, let's cross over to Maria Lipman in Moscow. She's a political analyst affiliated with George Washington University. Maria, thank you very much for joining us. Now, we just put onto screen those comments from the Russian President Vladimir Putin. How do you see relations between a Trump administration and Vladimir Putin shaping up over the next 4 years?
Well, what we've heard so far is rhetoric. There was rhetoric coming from Donald Trump, who wants to have better relations with Russia, and he said during the campaign trail that what's wrong about that, having better relations with Russia? Indeed, it would be much better if our countries were not in a state of confrontation, but in a state of constructive dialogue. We saw President Putin's words. However, Donald Trump may be a candidate of anti-establishment, and his election is a result of this revolt against the establishment, but the establishment has not evaporated. And the consensus in the United States among the lawmakers is that Russia should be punished, is that Russia is a nation, is a country that has acted in outrageous fashion, that Russia inspires fear, Russia causes exasperation and fury in the West. I don't think this will go away. Also, I would like to point out that there is a broad sense in the United States that Russia meddled in the American campaign, and that Trump benefited by it at best, or even has been assisted by Russia. There is this sense. So if there is an attempt of a pro-Russian turn, if all we've heard so far is rhetoric, if Trump moves in that direction, I think that would even deepen the suspicion that he actually owes his election to Russia to some extent. At least this will be a very powerful line of criticism of him. And I don't think at this point a rapprochement with Russia is something that may be a policy supported by the American lawmakers.
Okay, so both sides are kind of like walking or talking the talk, but when it comes to walking the walk, what can we expect to see in Syria?
Well, what we've seen so far is the inability or unwillingness of both sides to cooperate in Syria. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov and American State Secretary Kerry have spent countless hours and invested their energy and their effort, their skills in coming to terms on what's the right policy, only to see their effort unravel. And I don't think we will see any further cooperation in the near future over Syria. For all practical purposes, Russia and the United States in Syria are on opposite sides.
Okay, George Washington University's Maria Lipman, thank you very much for joining us.